Hi everybody, Eric Swanson with Suburban here in Orange County, Central Florida. And we wanted to take the opportunity today to introduce you to the 2018 one-ton Suburban. This is a brand new 18. It is a direct carryover from the 2017 model year, but it does have a couple of additional features. You know, as from year to year, as the vehicle progresses, you know, more and more options become available. In the past, you could have this vehicle as a one-ton with in either white, black, or silver, and you, as old Henry Ford used to say, you could have any interior color you wanted so long as you wanted black. It comes in both an LT and an LS fashion. The LS is all cloth interior with key start. The LT is all leather interior with push to start. The LTs do feature a couple of additional things, like you'll notice on the roof that there are dual DVD displays, one for the third row and one for the second row, as opposed to the LS, which only has one. The LTs also come with heated seats. That is both in the front buckets and as well as in the rear section. The second row bucket seats are also heated, feature not found in the LS. A few things that are unique about these one-ton trucks is that they are, we hate to say option limited, but you'll notice there's no trailer brake. You'll also notice there's no option for air-conditioned seats. When you look at the roof, you'll see there's no option for a sunroof. These vehicles are built to be application specific. They're really intended for armoring purposes, for government and military use, but we can make them available in diesel form to the general public. Now, one thing you will notice on the dash, we were a little surprised to see this, is we still have the original analog gauges across the top. We have our oil pressure, fuel temperature, and voltmeter. On the 17 and newer half tons, this is all part of the LCD. So that these gauges don't exist anymore on the half ton. That's something that's similar to the Denali. We're a little surprised that for 18 we're still running the same standard gauges, but so that is a direct carryover. Other than that, when you look over at the audio instrumentation system and everything, you still have the same, you know, cool little safe option and the navigation and everything. All this stuff is still all same fare. The really cool thing though is that, as you notice when you look around inside the truck, it's not black. That's because this is what GM refers to as mocha. This is their tan with a brown trim. They also have another option package called titanium. That's a light gray with dark gray two-tone. So now we're getting interior colors as options as well. But now we can take a minute and look under the hood and look under the chassis and see what our running gear looks like. Okay, now that we're in our bay, let's take a look under the hood of the 2018 one-ton Suburban, see what we have. You'll notice this is still the original L96 6-liter LS motor, and so we're not using an LT engine at this time. So everything is, again, a direct carryover of the 2017 and the previous 2016. Dual batteries are standard on these trucks now, so that's something that's kind of a nice feature. It is a very, very welcoming engine bay to an LML, or in the near future an L5P as well. So now let's take a look underneath and we'll see what we have for a running gear. Alright, so now that we're up on the lift, we can take a look at the undercarriage of the 2018 one-ton Suburban. We're still carrying the same IFS that we've had that dates all the way back to 2000. It's a proven system, so GM has decided to stay with it. We're still running the torsion bar system as we have in years past, so all of this is carryover. You'll notice we removed the snow shield, so you can see this is the sway bar, rather massive, but that's also brought over from from as far back as 2016 as well. That's the 1-ton sway bar. Still using the same steering box configuration, and then when we look underneath, as we go back to the transmission area, you'll notice we still have the same 6L90, so there's no changes there. And of course we're still running the Magna Power transfer case for the 4-wheel drive system, which gives us the auto track. Now when we walk back to the rear, you'll notice we have the same rear differential. It's also a carryover that does have, it's the 10.5 inch, but it also has the forged input yoke along with the larger 4-inch tubes, and they taper down into the braking system. The one thing that is unique about the 1-ton Suburban is that when you look at the brakes, you get the big Silverado brake system. This is the same calipers that go on the 2500 HD as well as the 3500 single wheel. You'll notice even though this is on a 17-inch rim, there's barely any clearance. That's in order to accommodate that giant caliper and rotor assembly. It's also the same configuration that's back up at the front of the vehicle. We're still running the Silverado braking system on that as well. As far as our fuel tanks, it's still same situation. We're running a 10-gallon fuel tank above the spare tire, and you'll notice we still have the 24-gallon usable capacity fuel tank in the front. So, and as we move back to the front of the vehicle, you can see these are the brake calipers for the again, carryover from the Chevy Silverado. So this thing has a pretty impressive braking capacity. The torsion bars are from the 3500. The leaf springs have been beefed up in the rear to accommodate a higher load capacity. So this is how GM is getting that 11,000 pound GVW. So all in all, it's a really impressive package. Most of it is just carryover from 2017. When we go back and look at our ABS system, we're still on the same ABS system that we had last year. It's a slightly revised pump, but still pretty much the same system that we used last year. So, all right. Well, so this is the 2018 1-ton Suburban. So, in looking through, you can see these are the modifications, the improvements that have been made. Really the only thing that we're getting now is interior color choices, but you can see in looking at the braking system, the wheel packages that we get, the 8-on-180 wheel pattern. Of course, once outfitted with the Duramax, this becomes a real serious powerhouse. It becomes an impressive tow vehicle. So this is the 2018 1-ton Suburban. The next time you see it, it'll be powered by an LML, and it'll be on our YouTube channel very shortly, along with the 4 others that are coming right behind it. So we want to thank you for taking time to watch our video, and have a wonderful day.